Alright, good evening, ladies and gentle beings. I am Yusril. Welcome back to the Coronis Expanse and Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. Specifically, welcome back to Janus, where, quite appropriately, the Governor has turned out to be a two-faced worshipper of Slaanesh. And I am so glad I put her under arrest when I met her for what was technically the second time. Well, I should probably have shot her the second time we met as well, but, well, unfortunately I didn't get the option, so I'm just going to have to content myself with barreling back down to the planet, loading for Governor, and then administering a whole host of blam. So, to Janus, and then to Governor Vyat's estate. Now, who do I want to bring for this? Definitely Yerliet. I'm going to leave Pascal. I'm going to bring Heinrichs. Because if we're charging into the middle of a chaos encampment, I have a bad feeling about the way it's going to go. Ideally, of course, I'd like to be charging down there with everybody, but that is entirely and utterly besides the point. Oh yes, Legolas, there is definitely going to be a change in management, not least because I cut a deal with an Eldar Farseer in the last episode, and, well, it's going to be nominally human-run and producing tithes for the Imperium, but the Eldar are going to get a bit of a discreet say in how their maiden world gets managed. What can I say? Sustainable agriculture might actually be on the cards here. Of course, when the Administratum notices that we're not running the world into the ground for the sake of food, they might try upping the tithe grade, but hey, it's a rogue trader's domain. The Administratum can frankly go and do one. So, down we go. And while I'm at it, we should probably load for Bear. Yiliet's got the Shuriken Catapult. Argenta's got a bolt gun. I wonder if I might not be worth pulling out a couple of shotguns. Right, let's go. This is going to get exceptionally awkward. Estate Warden, I'm so glad you think it's an honour. Believe me, it's not going to be in a minute. Right, which way to the palace? This way. Yoink! Oh, also, Heinrichs, level up if you don't mind. Arch Militant. Exploit readiness, always ready. Broad expertise. Yeah, we'll just pull your ballistic skill up. Actually, can I get you up to Psi rating 2? Or better yet, push your psychic skills even better. Hymns of Hatred. Increase the psychic's critical damage. Doesn't really work. Enemies adjacent to the Psyker take a 10% damage penalty. That could be useful. Advanced skill tech use. Better to die for the Emperor. No heresy. 10% crit and 10% armor. However, Imperial World characters Lord Xenos and Lord Warp are always 0 because, you know, no heresy. Oh, he can get Psi rating 2. Excellent. Except he needs to be level 20 to get it. So, hang on. Character level required 20. He's only 17. I mean, we'll try it. Okay, I'm not asking. He is Psi rating 2 now, so we're hey. I have no idea what just happened there, but who cares? After all, Purge with Flame is going to be the order of the day at this point. Also, quick bimble in through the gear. Heinrichs, what have you got? Gloves. Deflection gloves. Use. Okay, your weapon skill is far better than your ballistic skill anyway. Noise suppression helmet will boost your fellowship and your law skills. So he's up to 45 Imperial law. Target designated that applies to Deadeye shots. Those gloves are obsolete. 5% armor, 1 cell radius with a shot doesn't help. Iconoclast, Mask of Heroism. Oh yes, Heinrichs is using the saturated cable and his endure skill. Disaffection device bonus to Karus. Unyielding beacon doesn't really help me. All attacks of opportunity deal extra agility bonus damage. Okay, we'll give you that just for want of anything better. Abelard. Oh yes, we'll swap your boots out there because I'm only really using these boots for athletics checks. Argenta, what are your gloves at the moment? Run and gun. Cass. Range attack hits an enemy, 5% bonus to crit chance. And I'm getting +5 to persuasion. I could drop down to 77 persuasion and... well, it doesn't make a difference because my weapon and ballistic skills are the same. Fine, those gloves, as useful as they would be... oh, wait, no, no, because it's they're human gloves and she will not sully herself with such things.
Stop trying, monkey.
Oh, quit it. Right. Never mind. Let's go deal with this ex-governor. And I'm sure her assistant won't be something horrifically, demonically Slaaneshi. I mean, it's just that she stays by her mistress's shade all the time. What could possibly go wrong here? Right, you. My entourage will accompany me. Now then. Right. I found the rebel's nest, Vistenza. Right. That is not your... and what have you learned? That is not your concern. You have a far worse problem to deal with. How much you know everything? I know everything, and you have... no, let's... no, she's dabbling with the arch-enemy. I'm not even going to let her beg for mercy. You are a son of the arch-enemy. What? No? You have opened your deceit in vain. It's such enough of your lies, chaos wretch. Your lordship, what is going on? The colours, no, they know they're the veil that Samuel's on the roof. The veil falls all turn red and purple, and it's already seeping through. It is beneath the dignity of a governor to squirm so pathetically. I don't know what you're accusing me of, tool. No, my struggles, family struggle to... yes. And then you went for the easy method. But loyal servants to those times and jazz helped me unlock a new power. Of course they did. 2 days spent among the initiated. Yes, you haven't sent a single cargo shipment out in 30 years. Alright. You are not saving Genesis or improving it. You're destroying this... wait, Theodora knew about your inclination? Did she know she owned this planet? Does she ask now? No, of course. She looked the other way. You are destroying this world with your own hands. But you're lying. Right. Okay. Requires like the will of humanity or the will of the ruinous powers. Next, the possibility that someone could do the same to you. And here, yep, there we go. Yoink. And now the true cultist is revealed, but at least I have one less opponent to shoot. Traitor, the prince saw your treachery and you can die along with the trader. Lucky us. What do we got? A demonette? Okay. Secure door. Right. Tech use 60. Oh, for... Of course, the one time I don't bring Pascal. Ow. Okay, let's try that again. Ow.
So shall it be.
Okay, remove the obstacle. Do I... Oh, wait, I gave Pascal all the tech use buffs, didn't I? Whoops. Usable, notable, loot, mobile extractium. Oh dear. That's unfortunate, Dale. Right. So, yeah, the one time I leave Pascal at home and it turns out I need him. Oh, God. Why? Okay. Smack. Really?
My mind is focused.
Yes. Does somebody else want to have a go here? Yoink. Nope. Well, I am bleeding all over the floor. Does anyone else have an alternative?
I am at your service.
Heinrich, thank you. 55%. Try it.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Ahem. Details. Right. Let's see. Patch up.
Victory is
Wait! No!
Vengeance will be swift.
Okay.
What advice do you seek?
Abelard, this time push the right button.
This wound will make a fine scar.
Thank you. And then you can have another grenade to replace the one that just so, yes, well, we shan't discuss that. Ooh, Eldar plasma grenades. I think you would like those as well, wouldn't you? Not that you're very fussy about what you use. Toss in a med kit. I mean, we've got a nest full of Slaanesh worshippers down here. I suspect we'll lose the Herald Servo Skull. Fire grenades, crack grenades, plasma grenades, bombs, 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 and bombs. You can have a crack bomb, and we'll give you force grenades and a second med kit. Okay, let's get after our Maid of Honor.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
How bad could this be? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Sister, you're up. Nope. Nope. Don't tread on the... Okay, select everybody. Then tread on the trap anyway. Luckily it didn't... okay, it did do some damage.
You interrupted my thoughts.
Yes, I did. Patch up the monkey, will you?
Heal your wounds, not your soul.
Wow. Okay, be like that. Okay, oh, spare bolt pistol and random loot. Always handy. And that looks like trouble. It's always trouble. Right, go for a disarm, please. Cass. Thank you. Pop.
Beg your pardon.
It's fine. I mean, it went boom, we didn't. I like that solution already. It beats the alternative. Right, through the door. Okay. Pop a tech use. Nope. Okay. Abelard.
You consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your...
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
And sometimes you just pull out a melter bomb and do it that way.
Without me.
Right, what do we got? We've got a Slaanesh Cultist's Den. Terrific. And they summon Demonet. Great. Just great. There's intoxicated nobles, corrupted nobles. Right, break round
None are
here.
better at searching.
Oop. What have we got here? Tome of Excess. Grants 10 to Law Warp, but the wielder suffers Law Warp over 3% more damage from Navigator and Psychic powers. Also, it's almost certainly heretical. Can we just brain them from over here? It'd be so much easier.
I
Yeliot?
align my path with yours.
Yes, pop this idiot in the head, please.
I understand your intent. With fire and vigor, our Emperor imbue us.
We actually got the first shots in. Woo! Should have used the sniper rifle, but we'll take it. Right, Abelard, onto the flank. Yisrael, duck in and prepare for combat. Heinrichs, get ready to back Abelard up. You'll be going round the side and cleaning up over there. Cassia, centre mark. Urilit, sit at the back and shoot whatever I tell you to shoot. Otherwise, I will tell Argent to shoot you, and believe me, she will. Right, start the battle. Right, and we will begin with just warp veiling everybody. Yoink. Lidless Stare goes to work. And then... Yeliot, start doing your stuff.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Indeed. At the moment, though, you are going to do a very good job of both. One, right, so... no, she's using the Shuriken Catapult again, isn't she? Right. 2023, 2023. Okay, you know what?
I am
Go
not
for
your
cover.
Xenos pet monkey.
Really? Well, I don't really care so long as you put a bullet through that idiot's skull. Alright, technically it's a las bolt, but it's about the same thing. Right, clear on that, and designate a frontline zone.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Designate a backline zone. Can I rotate this? Probably not. Riz. The rear can be moved by using spin it again. So rear zone. Yoink. You know what?
Isn't this
It'll
a job
do.
for the serfs?
And backline it as well. Cover efficiency and dodge.
If only that were possible.
Fine. Cover efficiency and dodge for yourself then. Right, so rear area, backline, front line. And here come the Slaaneshi. Blimey, what the hell was that? Hell of a rifle. Okay, right, bolt gun, double damage, and proceed to riddle
Does the
him.
Emperor command?
Wow, that's genuinely terrible, Argenta. Alright. Bullet through the head if you don't mind.
I'll do it.
Really? How did you... Never mind. It's probably best not to ask. Elliot, you're up. Who can you bean? Secret Chambers guard's a problem. Demonet. Just drop this idiot.
Serves your another soul slips
Another
past
one
the
dealt with. And... Wait, these, do these count as in cover? Oh, the Maid of Honor's gonna keep summoning, isn't she? Right, that's a real issue. Does anyone have line of sight to her? Yeliet might. Okay, so first and foremost, Move to position. And get a med kit. 9 plus Medicae over 4. Okay, get Cass back on her feet. There we go. Then... Sniper rifle up. Can I hit the Maid of Honor? No. Can I hit the guard? Yes, but not brilliantly. I can, however, start beaning a couple of demonettes. I've got 2 action points left. Alright, tactical advantages, stacks. Right, press the advantage. And then go for damage on the demonettes. Both hit. Oh, they're having fun, aren't they? Abelard, move, move, move. Get round that corner and get into them.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Okay. And bunker everybody else. Well, bunker myself and Cass. Oh, they've got a bolt gun. Right, that's a problem. And, well, Cass is really getting hammered.
Don't frighten me!
Ouch. Right. Heinrichs. Go.
Everyone, step aside.
Also, the veil is a little bit risky though. Right, pop your options there. And... Right, burn that
I
guard.
won't object.
We are pushing the veil here. Pull a charge. No line of sight because Heinrich Abelard's in the way. No more psionics available. Crack grenade?
I won't do that.
No, he hasn't got the... Hasn't got the option available. Medkit. 11 to 11. Not brilliant. Right, Abelard. Okay, move over.
Tactically sound approach.
Thank you. Pop your endurance. Gut this idiot. Actually, no. Do I go for 2 attacks or do I toss a grenade and then charge? I think toss a grenade and charge will be the way to go here. No, let's just go for charge and melee.
I will do my duty.
Thank you. And then melee him.
At your back and forth.
Start knocking him down. And more to the point, that stops him shooting. So that's one less bolt gun to worry about. Right, Cass. Cover. And then we'll go for... Can she get line of sight to them? She has a shot, but it's not a brilliant one. Well, we'll take it anyway. I think she might have actually landed the hit. Designate a square. Not got the range. But, right. Okay. No. Take a turn shift. Yeliot,
If I may.
you're up. Now, bring it down. Can she hit the Maid of Honor? No. Can she bean a couple of demonettes? Oh, she can drop that one. Good.
This tedium is beneath me.
Almost got it. Designate prey on Yeah, we'll go for the
I
Demonette.
understand your intent.
Thank you. I think. Right, Cass is almost done. We'll shift the frontline designation over to there.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Thank you. Have the Demonette barrels in. Right.
Cleanses the body.
Okay, Abelard. Ooh, this is gonna suck. Right. Atlanta. Do you have the option for run and gun? No, you're on cooldown. Okay, right. Break cover.
Bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
And then... Grenade? Okay, let's see. Call for automatic dodge on the attacks. Now, do I pop a 12 to 24? Do I pop a frag or do I hose it with bolt gun fire? I am thinking a frag grenade. Actually, no, let's go with the bolt gun. Double up.
I refuse.
And then hose the room.
As the Emperor commands, my Emperor.
That worked. Right.
Faith without deeds
Momentum.
is worthless.
That will do. Advance again. Yeliet. Take a step to the right.
Designate a target.
And she should be able to start beaning the Maid of Honor. Who, it must be said, is unquestionably the priority target here. Mark her for bounty. And I've got 4 action points left. So let's see. Mark her for analysis. Haven't got the range. Fine. Deadeye shot will not help. Piercing shot. 100% overpen. Next attack that hits. Alright, piercing shot, so this will always be a critical hit. Pop 1 point there. Indeed it does, thank you. And pop her. Well,
The swift.
she felt that. Good. Right. Thank you, Abelard. We absolutely have to take the maiden out before this gets any worse. Right, buff Abelard's stats. And then have him... Target ally gains one resolve for 5 tactical advantage. I've got 19 at the moment. Right, okay. Alright, Abelard. You are... Actually, no. Abelard, take a swing. I want you to leave, hack and slash.
It will be done.
There we go. 2 down, including our friend with the rather too heavy a weapon. Pop that. And... I wonder, can I use... Overpen won't help here. Right. Heinrichs. Move, move, move. Helps a little. Okay. Cooldown once per combat. Restores all AP and MP. He hasn't used his turn yet. So we'll hold that for a moment. Or I give... Maid of... 32 stats to press the advantage. No, hold what we got. Okay, here comes the lieutenant. Oop. Okay, that was awkward. How many of those have you got?
The brink of agony.
Well, it's nice to know somebody cares. Right. Okay, charge him. Thank you. And... right, I think just generic stabby will do the job here. Unfortunately, I cannot push the veil any further than it already is. Not without Cass stabilising things a little. Temporary wounds in. And... Alright, hold that thought for a moment. Abelard. Medkit yourself.
The healing is much appreciated.
You're welcome. Right, then give me a hack and slash.
Indeed.
Right, another demonette down. Right, heroic daring breach, I think. Once per combat.
Valencius.
Indeed. More to the point, we can now hopefully clear this demonette out the way and take down the lieutenant. So, unyielding beacon stacks, defensive stance, meaning make an attack of opportunity. Right, okay. You are now sworn enemy. And... right, hack.
At your beck and
And hack.
victory is in
My prince
Right.
forsaken me.
Indeed, and most unfortunate it is too. Right, Abelard, get over there, deal with that
battles
gunner.
like this in my time.
Crunch. There we go. So the gunner is pinned. Cassia is on the job. Can we get shots on? Yep, we can. Perfect. Better yet, can we pull her over? Right. Just check this. All enemies in a 6-cell and threat must move into this over. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That would make a much easier shot, wouldn't it? That would be even better. On the other hand, it's a Psyker, so willpower's going to be an issue. Pop it anyway.
For the serfs. To the brink of agony.
One of the demonettes actually fell for it. Unexpected, but okay. Alright, bullet to the head if you don't mind.
If you insist.
No, it actually worked. Okay, unfortunately that now means I can't give Yeliet any more shots, which was a mistake. So... right, let's see... ooh, I wonder. Let's have them just go for a little walk next to... no, that's a bad idea. 54 health left on that demonette. Right, Abelard, you're boosted. Heinrichs, you're boosted.
For the serfs.
Alright, and we'll clear the front line over to here
I'm not accustomed
to make sure that our demonic friend gets a thorough beating, and so does the lieutenant. Guards moving up. That's quite the autogun they've got. Wait, what happened to Cass? Oh no, she's still vertical, just about. Right. Maid of Honor. Line it up, 39 to 44, and guarantee the crit. And while we're at it, did I get any expose on her? Right, let's go for an exploit. Decrease target's dodge, parry, and armor by... or we go... yeah, we'll go for the exploit. So, convert that. Thank you. And pop her in the head, please.
Serves your cause. This is hidden
Right.
from my sight.
Yeah, well, she's almost dead. Keep at it. Nice try, Abelard. Well parried. Do we have any more grenades coming? Uriel, take a shot if you don't mind. I want that summoner gone. So, yep. Okay, new plan, cancel that. Guarantee the crit. Then go for regular shot. 61%, but it should kill her. Good. There go. Oh, and the summoned demonettes went immediately as well. That is worth knowing. Right. Let's see. One exploit on all combat. That attack always hits. Stacks offers a 30% penalty to dodge, and then will this work? No. What about?
You
Okay.
cannot force me, Alantok.
Can't hold that for the moment, but it will do. Just shift the prey bonus over to the lieutenant. Hold that, and... Right. Actually, no. Get over there and patch Cass up again. There we go, and there goes my good medical kit. Oh well, can't have everything.
An exemplary strike.
Ow, ow, ow.
Brace yourself, Abel.
Really? Right, Einrix. Mess him up, if you don't mind awfully. Or better yet, just use your regular movement to get over there.
Is on our side.
Indeed. Right, and the Veil is still freaked, so no psychic powers for you, sir. Just good old-fashioned axe to the head.
Lord Captain.
Alright, force sword to the head. It's about the same thing. Any action points left? Yes. Nope. Okay. Abelard. Close in. Pop one of your med kits
Careful now.
and your endurance. And then you know what's coming.
At your
Rip
beck and call.
and tear until it is done. Also, brace for impact. Okay. Oh, Cass is up. You know what? Give Abelard an extra... actually, no. Let's see. We'll just go for Held in My Gaze.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And then bring it down to... Yeah, actually Abelard.
Me.
Given that we're in close
No
combat.
offense, Lord Captain.
Right. Hack and slash. Ah, bleeding. That will do.
At your beck and grey hair. Sure hair.
The knockback was unexpected and unwelcome, but every little helps. Just have our friend here step back into range,
This is
please.
a job for the serfs.
Thank you. Don't want our friend here getting cocky with his bolt gun again. Yoink. Speaking of getting cocky with a bolt gun, Argenta. Get over there and burn the idiot, would you? Right, double damage. And safety mode on. And then hose the place down.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
60 health will do it. You know what?
I am
Heroic
his
mode on.
made manifest.
In the head repeatedly, please.
Why I was chosen.
Quite.
commands, I act.
Any more? One more? One? Oh, no. Fine. Elliot, you're up.
I understand your...
Good shooting. And you didn't even singe the sister's hair. Right. So, right, close up. And... most people are boosted, but Abelard, mess him up. That will do. That will do very nicely indeed. You've done your duty. The Lithan has a hope for the future without Slaanesh. Of course, the world has to be cleansed, but we've got time to do the cleanup now. Doubt the Xenos are capable of... yes. I hope that's... wow, even the Inquisition are coming around to the idea that actually the Eldar might be useful here. Right, so the heretic is dead. Now what? There's no doubt that our visitors stirred up the inhabitants, but their devotion... you have nothing to fear until they get the drugs back again. What about you, Alantar? I hear yearning on your words, because you're quite the sniper. Go with you? Okay, works for me. And yes, Xenos in the retinue of a rogue trader is acceptable, because the warrant says I can. Although, yes, highly undesirable and fraught with danger. You wouldn't be following him, you were throwing yourself into the abyss long ago. Don't talk to me about danger. Oh, wow. Since your will supersedes human laws of Xenos, I accept. Well, hey! We have a very good sniper on the team. Now let's loot this place dry. Because I want what they were carrying. It was just a standard bolt gun and an M40 auto. Okay. Still worth looting. And the Maid of Honor. Let's see what she has. Oh, a Sinister Die, of course. 20 bonus to warp, but it erodes your willpower. And a standard knife. Right, now if you don't mind, we're going to have to burn this whole place out. And, well, I dare say we'll come back here if the job isn't done properly. So let's have a rummage. Oh. Okay, sister, if you wouldn't mind awfully doing the demo work here.
Duty prevails.
Thank you. Right, let's loot this place out. 15% tech use, 25... wow, that is... okay, that might just be because it's Argenta that's doing
Tread
it.
carefully, rogue trader.
Thank you, Heinrichs. Typical, you don't bring Pascal and you end up needing him. 10 strength, noble-born mantle, 15 fellowship, no enemies of full cell radius. Those will be worth having. More goods over here. We have Orpheus Delanor notes on the nature of aristocracy. Do we know this one? Okay, that's heretical literature without question. Not sure why I'd want that, except maybe to make sure that nobody else get their hands on it. Alright, various other books. Tomes bound in human leather. Yeah, it's a chaos cult. I mean, what's a good heretical tome if it's not bound in human leisure? Right, 15% there, 15% there, 25% on the melt charge. I really, really should have brought Pascal along for this, shouldn't I? Okay, melter bomb it is. Sister, you're up. Huh. It actually worked. Monofilament, motive force, conductors, and money, basically. Money, well, profit, profit, profit. Okay, ooh, more goods over there. Various Amasex ales, blades. I have a feeling that the Amasec was more for sterilising the blades than it was for drinking. Or,
Never wondered so much
or
before.
possibly both, you never know. Let's face it, unsterilised blades are more the grandfather's thing, aren't they? Okay, and the place is... Oh, corrupted nobles and a couple more drinks over there. Okay, random body glove and more booze. Of course it's booze. It's always booze. Right, job is jobbed. I think we're done here. Let's head back to the surface, figure out who exactly is going to be the next governor of this place, and get the food supplies heading to Footfall.
We have no time to lose.
Because that was the whole point of this exercise. Your lordship, where is Lady Viat? Attalus, be very careful with the next words out of your mouth. Right. Attalus, Vistenza Viat has been executed as a traitor to the Imperium. Her accomplices must be found and put to death immediately. Heresy on Janus, where the governor did it. Aha, really? The Administratum representatives tend to be so utterly cloistered and naive that they tend not to be heretics. Begins to speak but thinks better of it. Smart man. Right.
Whatever you wish.
Also, Master Tactician. New ranks available. Make a single immediate random zone there. Ooh, orchestrate. That sounds like fun. So, one rank available. Complete that because it's a fixed boost and a new ability. What does the bounty hunter get? Wild Hunt. Several attacks equal to number of prey in the combat. Divided amongst always hit and always crit. Okay, so that's a good reason to mark 3 or 4 targets as prey and then just go brrr. Abelard gets Unyielding Guard. The Vanguard attacks each enemy that goes for an ally and always retaliates when attacked. The Sister gets the option to, until the end of combat, make 1 additional attack each turn, because that's her new heroic. And Cass gets Take and Hold. Every ally gets an additional turn with 1 AP and 2 MP. For every combat enemy that was killed, additional AP is increased up to +3, movement is increased up to +6. So basically, mark a key zone, get a couple of people into it, and get your murder on. Right. Onwards. I dare say I'll have some opportunities to play with those later on. Okay, Estate Wardens. Governor, what happened to the governor, your lordship? Right. House Grantis has never inspired respect or trust, marred by such unfair. I think there are going to be a lot fewer nobles on Janus by the end of the week. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I just am. One of those suspicions. Maybe there'll be some new ones. Okay. Journal. So, Chapter 1 is complete. Chapter 2, Hunger's Hand, is almost there. World Shapers. Right, the Voktmaster is awaiting orders. Head back to the bridge. And everyone else seems to be okay. Eldari in distress. The Forgotten Twins. The Tenebris Aquae. And the Odonathus 11 system. Okay. We're done. Back to the ship we go.
I'll chart a course for you.
Thank you. I don't think it'll be entirely necessary. All we have to do is go back to the shuttle, but appreciated anyway, thank you. Right.
I knew need no Farseer to guide my future.
To the bridge. And decide what we do with Janus. We now control the granaries of Janna. The promise of help can be fulfilled. Okay. Send provisions to Footfall. And we are done. So, Footfall now like us. We have gained experience, profit factor, and iconoclast points. Of course, the Corda dynasty now likely hates me, but I'm sure Incendia Corda won't live down to her name. No, I don't see a big problem with it either, Legolas. They're largely redundant. Okay, the Adeptus Mechanicus Planetary Office supports several micro-combines. And we can get a project going. So, Chem Princes. Okay, many of the planetary aristocrats sustain themselves with incompetence. Also, I was told you, a new nobility will be created out of options. They will be met 16. Okay, so that gets us the Tears of Repentance. More security, more chemicals, more provisions. Okay. There is the Ultraquisitor. In days of the mutiny, many months of the nobility fled. They are to be replaced with more enterprising servants. The Ultraquisitors are hoping to go legit, and we will get Xenotech, we will get provisions, and we'll also get a Drukhari ranged weapon, which I can't use at the moment. Or there is the Sophocracy. So, more efficiency, more provisions, and the Mechanicus gets to run the place. Oof. No, I don't think so. The Mechanicus should be on tap, but never on top. So let's go with the extra security and chemicals and provisions and the Tears of Repentance. We will let the agri-complex managers ascend by meritocracy. Yes, I am aware that that is something of a weird concept in the 41st millennium. So the Chem Princes will be elevated. Okay, project is underway. Okay, and with that, I think we are done in the Janus system for the moment. So, to the map of the Expanse. Okay, should I check in on Trinitos? Check in on Trinitos just to see what's going on. Maybe swing back by Furibundus in order to make sure Footfall is okay and, well, let's be honest here, get paid. Right, scan for... oh, never mind. We'll jump to Trinitos. Uh-oh. The reports, hundreds of people reported knocking through behind the walls, the elongated Eldari shadows. Oh, of course we did. Right, exit the warp. You know, as warp jumps go, that was actually reasonably okay. Right, we'll check in on this, on Foulstone. See how they're getting on over here. Right, oh no, they are making progress. They're about a third done with the High Throne, so plenty to do there. Onwards to Footfall, or rather backwards to Footfall, to make sure that the food supplies have made it. Sorry to hear that, Dale. Get well soon. Travel to Furibundus, my lord. Your pet Eldar is in a foul mood and moving towards the bridge. We didn't dare stop her, but you have a difficult conversation here. Oh, great, terrific, wonderful, marvellous, super. I suspect she's probably pissed that we haven't gone chasing off after her Eldar friends. Either that or somebody quartered her next to the Navigator. Right, what have we got?
Please spare me a brief moment of your time, Elantar.
Okay.
Asurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey.
I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me. Let them. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures?
Hey, speaking as one of the weak-minded primitive creatures, I can do quite a lot with 26,000 of them.
And still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted Keymora. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
Right. Okay. Bear in mind that by the standards of an Eldar, this is roughly equivalent to being propositioned by a sheep. And you begin to understand why this has caused such colossal effects. Also, you know, fraternizing with Xenos is kind of heresy. Right, yes, my people have behaved contemptibly and I apologize for it.
I accept your words, Elentark. And still, try to imagine, Elentark, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
Yes, yeah, like I said, it's like being propositioned by the sheep. Yikes. First replies, so I don't have a chance either then. Whoops. Okay. I shall speak to my subjects. You will not be bothered again.
Your words warm my soul. Very well. I will leave now. Do not forget your promise.
Memo to all crew. No more propositioning the Xeno. How much worse could it be? There's a question. Right, let's go have a quick chat round with the rest of the crew. Uwe, how are things? Oh yeah, I forgot. You had your tongue cut out, didn't you? Hey, Cass.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Alright, what does your sight reveal?
Sister Argenta shines like a guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her, seemingly inexplicably. However, I see a dark and ugly fog billow behind her, contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is hardly aware of it.
Okay, so go talk to the sister then. She's standing just over there in easy earshot.
Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at.
Uh-huh.
Whenever the Seneschal speaks, heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds
Exactly,
condense
Legolas.
over him. And in his rare moments of joy, a pure gleam of sunset pink caresses the souls of those near him.
Aww.
Out of your entire retinue, Lord Captain, he is the only one I would trust with my life.
Well, that's good because he's the party's meat shield. So we all kind of trust him with our lives.
Reading Xenos' colors has always been a grueling challenge for me. The boundless palette of colors Iliad emanates is too painful to look at. Her hues are bright, blinding, unnatural, and very, very dangerous,
Yep.
Lord Captain. I would never entrust my safety to a being that screams so loudly and clearly of its alienness to human perception.
Because Eldar's souls are far, far brighter and more potent than human ones, which is a bit of an issue when you're, oh, I don't know, jumping through the warp. with only a Geller field between you and all those lovely little demonettes.
I regret that I failed to see Iliad's designs through the prism of my own powers, Lord Captain.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I think I'm beginning to understand the Xenos' intentions a little better.
Right.
Their lies, their fear, their fury. Now Iliad's colors are woven together in my eyes into a single garish tapestry of alien emotions.
Okay.
And though its shining makes my eyes bleed, I see the way Iliad dissolves into the whiteness of grief every time she speaks of home. And the way crimson flashes electrify the air every time her betrayal is mentioned.
So don't bring up home or betrayal. Got it.
The esteemed Magus Hanuman is shattered like a beautiful stained glass window into a mosaic of colors. His bright, beckoning hues are mixed together in complete disarray. I must confess, it perplexes me. Normally, scarlet and steel are all that fills the heart of a servant of the Omnissiah.
Yes, but the Magos has got... I still think the Magos has got some buried personalities that he isn't aware of, which is why he blew up that truck and didn't know he'd done it.
Idira's emotions are like a maelstrom, bright, unbridled, enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or is it the Immaterium, Lord Captain?
Well, if it turns out to be the second, I have a bolt round with her name on it. This is where I must beg my leave.
Enjoyed your company.
Thank you. Now let's go talk to the sister and see what's going on.
Greetings.
Hello! Right. What is it that's keeping you in my retinue?
This ship was targeted by heretical pirates, which means that my presence here and the assistance I provide to you are my sacred duty. Sooner or later, I will likely have to return to Footfall to protect its reliquary. But for now, I wish to remain a part of the Rogue Trader's crew.
Which I suspect was a conversation that we were meant to have before we went to Footfall and swung by the reliquary of the Drusians, but details. Right. Please me how may the tremble for onslaught.
So they shall.
Okay, and tell me about yourself.
About me? I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to tell about me?
Something about a large billowing fog that you're barely aware of. The Navigator's been telling tales.
Gladly. There are none more faithful to the God Emperor than my sisters. We fight against his enemies by the will of the Holy Ecclesiarchy. I beg your pardon, Rogue Trader. Here I am talking about what every lesser noble in the Imperium knows. So what exactly are you interested in hearing about?
Which order are you from? Because you've got bolt gun and what looks like Sororitas power armor, which suggests you're a battle sister. But the battle sisters don't normally guard reliquaries.
Once I had completed my novitiate,
Ah!
I was sent to the Calixian branch of the Order of Our Martyred Lady.
What?
Assigned to the Order's Pronatus. The Order's mission is vital and noble.
Hang.
The Sisters Pronatus protect great relics of the Imperium. We guard them, preserve them, escort them when they are brought onto the battlefield or presented for pilgrims to venerate.
The Order of Our Martyred Lady is an order militant, not an order pronatus.
And we seek out the relics that have been lost. Neither a coven of heretics nor the most wicked Deathworld can deter Sisters Pronatus when their goal is to return a piece of the great legacy of the Imperium into the hands of the faithful.
Yeah.
Don't let the name deceive you. The Order's militant trains sisters to march onto the battlefield as an army.
Okay,
That does
fair
not make
enough.
Sisters who belong to the non-militant orders timid and helpless.
Yes, considering what a sister hospitaller can do to a heretic if they need to be loosened up a little.
Both the solace-bringing Sisters Hospitaller and the enlightened Sisters Dialogus know how to greet enemies of humanity. Their dialogue with heretics is usually quite short, with the last word being a bolter discharge. And my order has all the more reason to be known for the martial prowess of its sisters. We are the keepers of the Imperium's relics. What would become of our blessed hero's legacy if the sisters Pronatus could not protect it?
Well, aside from that time, one of your sisters decided to swipe another rogue trader's warrant and set off a legal dispute that resulted in said warrant being dumped into a warp storm. Nothing major there. So what about the rest of the Sororitas?
None that I'm aware of, but the Sisterhood's orders are many, and can operate independently of one another, sending their sisters wherever their presence is needed as deemed by the Ecclesiarchy.
Yes.
Perhaps somewhere in the Lord Inquisitor's retinue, may his path be blessed, my sisters perform their duty as we speak. I wish it were so. Even a single evening spent in joint prayer and training would bring me joy.
Are you homesick, sister?
Should any more arise, keeping them to yourself would be imprudent. It is a virtue to take an interest in holiness.
Of course. Right. And Theodora's ship?
I first came here when I found myself in need of passage from Footfall to a remote planet.
Uh-huh.
But I imagine what interests you is not that first journey, but rather what brought me aboard prior to the pirate attack. That story is complicated.
Right.
It just so happened that I made a mistake. In a moment of laxity, I was ambushed by the accursed followers of the archenemy. I was badly wounded. Lady Theodora came to my aid and brought me aboard her ship, while her crew attended to me in my weakened state. It all
Uh-huh.
happened not too long ago. I barely recovered from my wounds when the pirates struck. Truly, the servants of evil know no rest. There is no place where we can be safe from their machinations.
You haven't got the taste of that out of your mouth, have you, sister?
Sadly, they did not. Lady Theodora was in a hurry and chose not to stay on the planet. Her people took me to a ship while I was unconscious, and when I came to my senses, we were already flying away. How I pray to come face to face with those heretics once more, and it's bound to happen someday.
Well, maybe we can make it happen tomorrow. Where did this happen?
On one of the recently discovered planets in the Expanse. No one suspected that it had already been tainted by the filth of heresy. Had I known it beforehand, of course I would have been on my guard.
Heresy everywhere, Argenta. Heresy is everywhere. We could go there and deal with the Chaos Worshippers.
The path to that planet was lost. All the knowledge is gone, along with the previous navigator.
Ah.
It would take immense effort and resources to rediscover the route. The heir to the von Valanci's protectorate must have plenty of other issues to deal with right now. Perhaps later, when the skies above our heads have cleared.
And you mentioned making a mistake?
It happens even to the best of us. My mistakes are my burden to bear. I'll find a way to atone for them.
By, say, shooting a load of Chaos heretics. Yeah. I have no more questions, thank you.
As you wish.
Right, until next time. So, there's a band of heretics out there that Argenta has a grudge with. And I dare say we're going to meet them and then probably shoot them to pieces at some point. Vigdis? Anything of note? Connect me to the vessel's main channel. I wish to bolster the morale of my crew. It is done, Lord Captain. A rousing speech and distant shouts of approval. Hooray! There we go. That will be all for now. I live to serve. Indeed you do, and don't you forget it. Alright. Who else is on the chat? Abelard, you got anything for us? You can call me by my first name if you wish.
I thank you for the honor.
Of
but
course.
I must decline. As a former military officer, I believe in the importance of order in all things, including the chain of command. You are the Lord Captain, my direct superior. I am not prepared to address you in any way other than as regulation dictates.
I like Abelard.
Captain.
I like him. Haven't heard the rogue trader for some servants off of the lower level. Okay, fair enough. And British Technomat, the middle decks this time? Really? Pascal, there you are. Wonders where you'd hidden yourself.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Indeed. Strange messages have been appearing logs. What do we know about this?
This statement is true. Algorithmic violations have been recorded, as a result of which I twice performed an offering to the cogitators of corrective data vows and ruled out the possibility of sabotage. I hypothesize that the violation is a consequence of the discontent of the ship's machine spirits. I recommend a procedure of placation of the honored spirits for the glory of the Omnissiah and the steel angels sent by him.
So basically you want us to turn it off and on again. Okay, we can try that. More about your past?
The request is approved. I have no outright restrictions on disclosing this information.
Where are you from?
Information about my origins is worthless. I belong to the priesthood of explorators and came to the Coronis Expanse over 200 years ago. Any events preceding that moment are insignificant.
Fair enough. And the Coronis Expanse?
I was honored to become a member of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. When the Adeptus Mechanicus summoned the faithful for an exploratory venture into the depths of the Coronis Expanse, I joined the fleet in fulfillment of my sacred vows of comprehension.
And your little tentacle friends?
They are my younger brothers and
What?
brides on the way to the Omnissiah. Their machine spirits are directly bound to my neocortex and pick up impulses from my subconscious. Sometimes they act ahead of my thoughts. This is how the Omnissiah leads me to comprehension.
No probs. I take it referring to you as Doc Ock is going to cause some trouble then.
Acknowledged.
And the truth about you?
The request is approved. I did conceal certain information. I was a student of Archmagus Amanat, but I committed an act of betrayal after he deviated from sacred dogma.
Right, so what did he do?
He fell into schism and challenged the sacred boundaries of knowledge. The blessed Amanat claimed the limits of what is permitted must be expanded, because by refusing to explore certain law, we find ourselves in contempt of the seventh universal law. Comprehension is the key to all things.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Aren't there also, you know, little things about don't go delving into chaos and stuff like that?
My mentor put forth a thesis claiming that we have stagnated, that ritual is now nothing but a cage for souls and forced worship of the Omnissiah. He sought to break the cycle of mindless repetition because he saw the inevitable demise of our faith and all humanity at the end of it.
Ah, right. So he started advocating the rather dangerous techno-heresy of innovation. Yeah, whisper it. This does seem like an ecumenical matter, however.
Even those who have ascended to the Omnissiah's wisdom still bear the seed of imperfection, born of their flesh. But the ambitions of individuals mean little when we discuss ritual and belief. Knowledge is divine, and any argument as to how it must be reached is an argument of ritual and belief.
True. So what did you do?
The Cognizant's fleet. They recognized his teachings as tech heresy. Many tech priests suddenly vanished or were subjected to stubborn penance for minor transgressions. The students of Amanat, whose number included many enlightened and respected brothers, resisted. My prognosis showed that our most likely future was a schism and a fratricidal war that would destroy the Cognizant's fleet.
Yep, fair enough.
That's when I headed to the Conclave.
And denounced Amanat?
I confessed and handed the information about my mentor's research over to the Conclave. Brazen, anathematic studies of
Ooh.
the Forbidden Law. The Conclave could use that data to summon Archmagos Amanat to stand trial and compel him to repent on pain of excommunicate Traitoris. His subsequent fate is unknown to me.
Well, you blew the whistle, because the last time the Mechanicus started muttering about innovation, well, the second to the last time, we got the Dark Mechanicum, and all manner of bad things followed.
I pray that the Omnissiah grants us wisdom to overcome the dialectic differences that divide us.
Okay, so why did you go to Rekad Minoris?
I was summoned there by a message that was encrypted with the Blessed Amanat's personal code.
Right.
And could it be interpreted in several ways? One thing was certain. We were in danger, and I had to go to Rekad Minoris.
And who's able?
Assessing his personality is difficult. The spirit of Brother Abel is different from that of most people. 10 comrades of the Cog call such persons quiet ones. He possesses significant intellect, but shuns communication. So far, I have not been able to determine why Abel summoned me to Rekad Minoris. How he is related to the Blessed Amanat, or why he bears the same name as me.
Clones, calling it now.
Abel may not be fully able to actualize and interpret the available data.
So, what's next?
I was wrong when I assumed it was the Blessed Archmagos Amanat who assumed the guise of Abel Haneman. But there is a connection between him and the Reverend Abel, and I intend to uncover the nature of this link.
Clones, remote proxies, which raises some interesting questions about Pascal. No more questions.
Acknowledged. I will return to ruminating on the search for the Blessed Amanat.
Okay, I must take my leave.
May your labors be effective and fruitful.
Thank you. Right, so, job, and I think we've pretty much caught up with everybody. I mean, oh, Idira. Don't forget Idira. Okay, you seem to have a very strong reaction to what Argenta said by the broken lens.
It was just my nerves playing up. Something about our little saint doesn't sit right with me, and I trust my gut. Oh sure, she seems straight as an arrow and as predictable as a hangover after drinking. But when I look at her, something about her makes my brain itch.
Well, everyone's got their secrets.
After that conversation, I tried to listen to what was being said about her. Beyond the door, what I heard was strange. Lost in her past, Twilight in her present, and something like a star leading her. But where is it leading her? I saw several roads, and all of them frightened me.
And what does it all mean?
If I knew, I would have told you. Hearing things clearly requires cooperation from the other person you know. But that cobra just hisses and spits its venom at me. I don't trust her one bit.
You're an unsanctioned psyker. Believe me, the feeling is mutual. Maybe we should warn Argenta.
Oh yeah, you go ahead and tell her the wicked psyker has divined something about her. She'll be so pleased and grateful, and of course she'll listen to what you have to say. No, that would be pointless. And anyway, I'm not even sure what it all means. Maybe the danger is to her? Or maybe the danger's coming from her.
Considering how many people she shot with that bolt gun of hers, I mean, she often is the danger. Right, concern and... okay. Any caches on Dargonus or Kiavagama?
Me? Not a clue, Lord Captain. I don't know who Lady Theodora would have told about a thing like that, but it definitely wasn't me. Why would you whisper that to me now? Why?
Oh boy, she's listening to warp entities again.
I don't know anything about caches or Lady Theodora's secrets, but the voices have just reminded me about something. I was once given the chance to try some real wine. Lady Theodora gave me some. Not just any old synthetic booze, but her favorite plonk. She always drank it in her palace. It was golden in color, and its name was Flame of Purity. A silly name, but the flavor was so intense, and like nothing I'd ever tasted before or since. Apologies. It's probably not important, but I don't know anything more than that.
Okay, so keep an eye out for Flame of Purity as and when we get to Dargonus.
Whenever you need me.
Which I think is where we're going to head next. Kiavagama has probably gone to the dogs regardless. Right, there's Yeliet. We've had our chat. Where's the interrogator gone? He's probably over here. Nope. Reports received. Ah, Heinrichs, there you are. You wanted to discuss the nature of your mission.
Yes, but not here. I wouldn't want our conversation to be gossip fodder on the bridge and in the officers' mess.
Fair enough. Do the study then. So, what are we looking at? Okay. I would welcome the chance to assist the Inquisition with its inquiries. The enthusiasm is commendable, of course. Come to the final dawn. These madmen preached their heretical doctrine. One such crime took place, and the Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the rogue trader. I also need to get to Dargonus and meet one of the others. And why is the Ordo Xenos investigating a Chaos cult? That's normally Ordo Hereticus matters. I mean, they're not fussy. If they run into those odds and sods, they will deal with themselves. But I'm surprised he hasn't handed it off anyway, because he's had the opportunity. You're well versed in how the Inquisition is organised. Well, it kind of comes with the name. The cult is tangentially related to the Xenos. Okay, interesting. The Chaos cult in my protected Heinrichs. Are you laying an accusation against my dynasty? Chaos treads softly. Yep, they do. The main dangers look like seeds. Yes. Theodora von Valensis was famous for her loose interpretation. Yeah, I think I'd guessed that the Lady Theodora was not a devout follower of the God Emperor's dogmas. A bloodline can be stained. If so, it is in your best interest to redeem yourself and then salvage the rep. Of course, your spy's a secretary. So basically a spy. His duty is to fulfill the sacred oath. And Theodora and the planet's governor were fully aware of his stew. He's probably dead, isn't he? Achilles Scalander. Right. Okay, that works for me. The Lord Inquisitor mentioned that he is willing to show leaders towards actions that would otherwise be interpreted as radical. I should show greater tolerance for the mistake of... Oh, well, that's nice of him. What do we know about the cult? Chaos worshippers, mostly lone renegades. Occasionally they get organised and they start actually getting lucky. Cult Final Dawn is cleverly spread. We know they've got the word bearers backing them. Wrecked 2 ships. After wrecking the noise, they spend my protected. Wonderful. What else? Rogue Trader should deliver me to the contains Kiava Gamma, get to the surface and see what the cult is planning. And the answer to this question is unlikely to please either of us. Terrific. We met a Chaos Space Marine on Rykad. Do we risk running into his brothers? Oh, it will happen anyway. Chaos Marine sign with the cult is very, very bad news. Yep. They rarely show up alone. Okay. What about the Drukhari? Branch of the Eldar. Ships are difficult to mistake for any other. Very good stealth tech, and then they disappear off into the webway. I do not know why they stole Rykad's son. Details. There is no alliance between the cult and the Drukhari because they can't stand each other. Fair enough, and I won't let anyone throw their weight around the galaxy. And why Kiava Gamma? A vessel from that world. Yes, we met. Let's go about my business. My goal is not to hinder you. Thank you. And I will. He will try to be patient with the less grievous flaws that bearers of the warrant sometime indulge, as opposed to the more significant flaws that will still see me on the back end of a plasma pistol. Right. Thank you so much. Right. Okay, off we trot then. Okay. What's this? Fascinating, but... Ah! We've got a trophy here. Fascinating, delicately smelling flower from Janus, but one symbol of the rescue of the planet. Okay, I think Dalgonis is the priority here. As much as I would normally be chasing down Kiava Gamma as a matter of urgency, I need to get the admin running again. So, we've arrived at Furibundus. Visit. Okay, we'll swing into Footfall. And head for the atrium. Yoliet, you can stay home. Pascal, you're up. I'm suggesting bringing an Eldar onto the biggest Imperial station in the sector would be provocative, unwise, suicidal. Take your pick. Right, 98, 99. There we go. And last but not least, we have a quick word with... Ah yes, the Governor. To the Liege's Palace. And hopefully get paid for dealing with the food shortage. Right, check my journal. Rot. Okay, a note found on the reclaim what was lost. Underworld World Shapers has been dealt with. Question replies astray. Secrets of the cult. Heinrichs must get to Planet 4 there. Street of Macaron. Trade Protectorate quest. Persona non grata. Quest failed. Okay. Need to check out the Shadow Quarter at some point. Hunger's Hand. Supply Footfall. Okay, so that is dealt with. Good. Right, okay. Talk to the Drusians then. And I think next time we'll head down to the Shadow Quarter and see what we can do. At the moment, though, back to go talk to the Ecclesiarch. Sorry, not the Ecclesiarch. The local priest. Hang on, what's that? Yoink. Leaflet, now's our time. Okay, the oh yeah, I still need to deal with the Anders clan, don't I? And that will be St. Drusus. Ah, no, Parsimus Dwayne. Fine, fair enough. Right, Hieronymus. Can we get some more stuff from you? Is it true that the pirate Dennis Ballada was your parishioner and endowed the Drusians with donations? It is. Over the course of life, he had burned his soul. His confessions were a grand catechism. Yes, it was all the more painful as not one had been forgotten by the Emperor. He was afraid of death. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. And it is true for miscreants above all others. Of course. And, of course, the more expensive the redemption as well. Sometimes we even just skip straight to the whole burn the nation thing. Right, Onslaught, aka the Sacred Libation, which restores the will of the doubting. 3,000. Yeah, we will definitely have that. I need to get another 30 rep from somewhere. What are they interested in? Ship components, uniform kit, weapons? Are you interested in weapons, I wonder? Melee weaponry for the most part. Okay, well, let's dump some of these axes. Add to cargo. And show tradable. Convert all of that. Hooray, we're up to rep 1 with the Drusians, which means an elite chainsword for Abelard. Absolutely. And the militant's cloak. First melee attack in combat can't be parried or dodged. Well, we'll take it, but I am unconvinced. Sanctioned Psyker or unsanctioned Psyker? The Emperor's Wrath. Cloak of Retribution. Crack grenades. I really, really want to get up to level 4. Because Heavy Bolter sounds like fun times. Right, Mobile Extractiums. Mantle of Heroism. What else have you got? Data slate with notes. That's not really relevant anymore. Oh yes, someone needs to pick up a melt or gun proficiency at some stage. Okay. Either way, it's a good place, I think, to stop. What's a weighty axe good for? 7, 11, and 20% penetration. Inventory. Abelard, what are you using at the moment? An axe. 11, 17, and 25 pen. 14, 17, 20. Okay, let's give you your chainsword back. And we'll also add... Ooh, you can carry a melter gun. Excuse me, we'll just replace your hotshot if you don't mind. I didn't realise you had melter weapon training. And then we'll add to the fun by giving you... plasma pistol. Just to spice things up a little, I think. Right. Not sure what else of this is going to be useful. Also, I should equip the Carouse check. I wonder if getting Abelard to do the check would work. Well, it replaces the ring, and to be perfectly frank, the ring was fairly lousy, but Abelard can now drink them all under the table. Works for me. Right, Pascal. Ooh, you have a level up to take. Bonk. Assassin rank available. Complete. Dispatch. Assassin makes a count miss, deals 50% more damage, and additional damage equal to 25% of the target's missing wounds. So basically, once the target is at about 25%, get him in, get Pascal in, and dispatch the target. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think we have hit a good point to stop. So next time, it's off down to the Shadow Quarter to see if we can deal with these heretics that have been lurking around Footfall. And then I think it is onwards to another world of the Von Valancia's Protectorate, and doubtless find that something else has gone horribly wrong. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching, and until then, farewell.